The characters in Bluey are amazing because they manage to both be dogs and humans at the same time. But if you think about it, that also means they can be pretty gross sometimes. For example, have you ever counted how many times Bandit farts in the series, or how often Buddy picks his nose? Who doesn't love following clues? Finding treasures is thrilling, and solving mysteries is an adventure. The Easter egg hunt rules require the two healer pups to search all around the house. Unfortunately, one of those places is the master bathroom, where Bandit is taking a poop. Let's agree on one thing. Walking into the bathroom while someone's doing their business is gross enough, but Bandit makes it even worse. Everyone knows he's the king of stinky farts, and it's so true that even Bandit himself can't handle his own smell when he's in there during Easter. We're pretty sure you've wiped a booger on something at least once in your life. That's exactly what Buddy does in the episode The Creek. When Bluey, Mackenzie, and Bingo ask Bandit to take them to a fun spot, Mr. Healer is relaxing on a toy slide while the little pup is at the top, ready to slide down. But then, out of nowhere, Buddy sticks his finger up his nose, twirls it around, just like you're probably doing now, pulls out a slimy booger that sticks to his fingernail, and wipes it on the slide, leaving a disgusting mark. Did you notice that little detail? No? Well, maybe you're a bit gross yourself. You know what's definitely not imaginary? That today's video will show you 21 gross moments from Bluey. Grab your popcorn, stop staring at your dog's butt, and get ready for another Cinewave. Here's another gross moment from the episode Favorite Thing. It's right at the end when Bingo says something funny while Bandit is drinking water. You know how sometimes you have liquid in your mouth and then something shocking happens, making you spit it out? Water, mixed with spit and mucus, sprays from your mouth and nose. Well, that's exactly what happens to Bandit. Take a look. And the worst part, they're having dinner, so it probably landed on the food. Gross, Bandit.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Do you like having blood in your veins? Well, you don't really need all of it, right? In the same Creek episode, something pretty disgusting happens. While playing in the woods, leeches start sucking Bluey's blood. Sure, it's their diet, but drinking blood? Yuck. Maybe Dracula would enjoy that. If there are blood-sucking creatures, there must also be fart-sniffing ones, right? That's what happens to Bluey in Season 3, Episode 27, when Bandit lets out a super stinky fart right in Bluey's face. Nobody likes that. It gets worse when you remember their dogs, with their super sensitive noses. Now this one's debatable because honestly, a lot of people enjoy playing in the mud. Peppa Pig, for example, would agree that it's not gross at all. But in the episode Barbecue, Bingo uses a hose to make mud, creating a huge mess that covers her entirely. Do you like playing in the mud? It might be fun, but it's definitely not clean. There's an episode of Bluey where several gross things happen, and we want to know if you've done any of them. In Season 3, Episode 26, titled Smooshy Kiss, Chili tries to kiss Bandit, but the pups won't let her. And then the grossest thing happens. Bandit pees on his own foot instead of using the toilet. And guys always say they've got good aim. But if you've got good aim, drop a comment with #P to let us know you never missed the toilet rim. And if that wasn't enough, he tries to rinse the pee off in the sink where Chili washes the family's clothes. That's just gross. Though, come to think of it, they don't really wear clothes anyway. But that's not all. Before that, Mr. Healer has sauce stuck in his fur and licks it off. Fur and all. And if you thought Bandit's gross moments ended there, think again. He wipes his poorly rinsed pea foot on Bluey's shirt, then lets out a massive fart in the closed laundry room, leaving the poor pup dizzy from the stench. Wait, there's more! At the end of the episode, Chili makes the pup smell her morning breath without brushing her teeth. That's terrible! Remember to brush your teeth in the morning, okay? No one deserves to smell that. You'd think nothing gross could happen during a romantic dinner, right? Wrong! Bluey and Bingo managed to make even that disgusting by serving the strangest meal ever. The pups want to play romantic restaurant, and Bingo prepares this special dish: gelatin, broccoli, and spaghetti with meatballs, roasted sausage and sauce with olives, pickles, some peas, and to lighten things up, a fresh sandwich. Sounds delicious, right? A pig or a pregnant woman couldn't dream of a better meal. Oh, I almost forgot. She tops it all off with some canned baked beans to really complete the dinner. We asked how many times Bandit has farted, but have you counted his burps? In the episode Chicken Rat, he burps so much you might feel like joining in. Throughout the episode, Bandit keeps burping, and the reason is that he's been eating sauerkraut, a dish made from cabbage. The grossest part? While sitting at the lunch table, he burps so hard that bits of chewed up cabbage land on the food. Peeing in the wrong place seems to run in the Healer family. In the penultimate episode of Season 3, during Frisky and Radley's wedding, we see Stripe emerging from the bushes in Wendy and Judo's backyard after drinking too much. Apparently, he used the area as both a bedroom and a bathroom. As he comes out, Wendy is spraying him with water and kicking him out. but it's not the first time someone's done something like that. In the episode Feather Wand, Bandit can't make it to the bathroom, so he runs to the yard and waters the plants in a very unique way. At least they have the excuse of being dogs. I wonder what the healers think when they see a fire hydrant. You know what I think when I see you? That you really need to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.
Thank you.
Bluey can be quite the mischievous little pup. As you probably know, in the healer family, games are practically law. Remember when she imagined her dad kissing the sweaty bum of a hippo? Now, in the Trains episode, she hands Bandit an imaginary object and tells him he has to lick it. Then she says he needs to rub it on his face. When Bandit finally asks what it is, she casually tells him it's a slimy slug. Gross! Does she not realize how disgusting that is? Here's a tip: don't go around kissing anyone's butt like Bandit. In the episode Favorite Thing, the healer family is playing a dinner game where they share stories about their favorite thing of the day. In one of Bluey's stories, she imagines a pink hippo falling from the sky, almost crushing one of their garden gnomes, but then Bingo swoops in with a jetpack to save the day. To celebrate, Bandit looks straight at the giant pink hippo's rear and plants a big kiss on the left cheek. Seriously, Mr. Healer, kissing a sweaty bum is not healthy. Of course, this was just something Bluey imagined, but let's be honest, it's totally something Bandit would do.
I love you.
Remember the asparagus episode, when Chili hands Bluey a vegetable to turn the family into animals? Well, maybe Mama Healer should have chosen a different veggie to teach the pups better manners, because at the very start, Bluey and Bingo are chewing with their mouths wide open. Bingo even spits out her chewed up saliva-covered food and asks if that's bad. Yes, Bingo, it is. Even though they're dogs, some things are just a big no-no. In the bike episode, Bingo is desperate for water but can't reach the fountain. To solve the problem, she does something really odd. She pours water onto the ground, kneels down, and starts licking the dirty sidewalk that everyone walks on. It's so gross that even Bandit finds it weird. At the street fair, while Bluey and Indy are exploring the festival attractions, they come across some horned horses. Of course, all animals need to relieve themselves, and they don't really care who's watching. When Bluey tries to pet the pony, it poops so much that both pups are horrified and run away. In one of Bluey's short stories, Bingo decides to use the bathroom on her own. While we're not exactly sure what she's doing on the toilet, when she's done, she makes a questionable decision, flushing the toilet with the lid open. Alright, maybe you didn't know this, but when you flush with the lid up, tiny particles of whatever's in the toilet can spray out into the air, and you end up breathing it in. Sorry if this grosses you out, but can you imagine little droplets of pee or bits of poop making their way into your mouth and nose? Yep, that's what happens when you flush without closing the lid, so here's a tip: don't do it! Finally, in the Feather Wand episode, when Bluey needs to brush her teeth, Bingo makes the toothbrush super heavy. Bluey does what any logical person would do. She crouches down and brushes her teeth on the bathroom floor, because, of course, the bathroom floor is a spotless place for that. But it doesn't stop there. Bingo also turns Bluey's cereal bowl into something heavy, forcing her to eat breakfast on the floor too. If you pay close attention, Bluey didn't rinse her mouth, so she's eating cereal with toothpaste foam still on her teeth. Gross! Honestly, I give up trying to understand this family. You've probably learned some valuable lessons today. No peeing on your foot or farting in someone's face. And if you're still a fan of Bluey after all these gross moments, we've got 2 more videos lined up just for you. See you in the next video!